Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hello and welcome to National Hot Dog Day on the KVJ show.
Really?
Yes, really, Virginia.
My friend, it's Jason Probel's birthday today, and he loves hot dogs. His picture of himself for his birthday, my husband put up, is him and like 15 hot dogs. It's
15 hot dogs, huh?
His birthday falls on hot dog day, and he loves hot dogs.
Big old wiener, huh?
It's awesome.
Okay.
Don't think about how they're made. A lot of butthole.
That's it, huh?
That's why I like them.
That's what it says on the package. Now with 30% more butthole.
I've always, as a kid, that's all I ever heard was, now hot dogs made up of pigs' assholes and their snouts and their fucking bones. Like, oh man, really ruining hot dogs for me.
All right, huh? What do you think America's favorite topping for a hot dog is?
Ketchup.
Yep, Jaybird, that's it.
It's ketchup.
You're not going to get number 2, though. I don't think.
Relish.
No, that's number 5.
Onions.
No, that's number 6.
Are they gonna
Cheese.
No, that's number 4.
Are they going to say sauerkraut?
No, that's number 7.
Mustard?
That's number 3. You guys are chopping down the top
Salsa.
10. Salsa. It's a great guess.
Chili.
No, chili. You got it, Jaybird.
Chili.
Number 2 thing people put on hot dogs next to ketchup.
People do love chili dogs. I'm not a big chili guy.
I'm not either.
I would think you are a chili guy.
Don't even come at me with chili with beans, because I don't like the way the texture of the bean is with the chili. Beanless chili, I'm down.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. I could see that.
Every year, though, I have a lot of fun at that chili cook-off. They do a fun variety. I like variety.
8, 9, 10 is kind of weird. They got mayo at 8, jalapenos at 9, and coleslaw at 10.
Man, I love mayo on bread. I mean, I'm a big fan of mayo. You get it away from bread and just on itself, and mayo is kind of gnarly.
It's pretty disgusting. Yeah, when you start working it down. Yeah, crazy stuff. But see, those other toppings, like my wife loves those Chicago dogs. She's from Chicago. You ever seen it? You ever had a Chicago hot dog?
I've seen them, and I don't really care for all they do. They're a little too busy for me.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Chicago hot dogs, I mean, they will put everything on it. They'll have onions will go on it, Chicago style. They'll have the pickles will go on it. Just looking at some of the stuff here. They will put, it looks like different peppers, tomatoes, relish, green beans. They will put on these things.
Yeah, that's just too busy for me.
That's what I think, too.
I'm
just
a
like,
purist.
you'd choke a donkey with one of those things.
I either like to do a hot dog with hot melted cheese and nothing else, or a hot dog with raw onions and relish and nothing else.
Ugh, raw onions.
Raw onions are brutal.
They're so delicious.
Ugh.
I love them thinly diced, and I love them crunchy.
I fucking hate raw. Okay, there's a hatred. It is such a bully ingredient. You can't get more of a bully ingredient than a raw onion. If you just put a hair of raw onion in something, it's in every friggin' bite.
You're right.
It's
It is.
bullshit.
It's very pungent.
Bullshit's a bully ingredient.
They've got some hot dog deals going on. 7-Eleven today, you can pick up any of the convenience stores' big bite hot dogs for $1.
Don't tell Denny's.
No, he loves them, right?
Big bite hot. I don't know, man.
Get your wrinkled gray wieners right here.
Gray wieners and then farts galore. Have fun with that afternoon.
They got one called the Reaper, which is topped with a Carolina Reaper seasoning.
Oh, that's spicy.
Good Lord. And then they put chili, cheese, pickles, onions, and the relish on top of it. I mean, what are you doing to your system? I mean, honestly.
How much pain are you in on the toilet?
Have you ever eaten something so delicious knowing it's going to cause you such discomfort and it hurts, but you're like, you know what? It's so good.
Ice cream.
It hurts your stomach?
Yeah, it just gives me like weird gas bubbles, and then it just doesn't feel right.
You fart a lot?
Yeah, I do, Jay.
More than the average, 17 per day?
I would say if I have dairy, yes.
Wow.
Tough, huh?
Poor Panda, man. That poor son of a bitch.
Well, if you got, like, my wife will do that. Like, over the weekend, I know, like, if she has cheese and dairy, she does a little bit of the lactose issue. And then she has a couple foods that just light her up, and she absolutely loves them. Cabbage.
Oh. It smells like farts going in anyway.
She will love, like, the corned beef and cabbage on St. Patty's Day. Yeah, as much as I love the beer drinking on St. Patty's Day, I hate my wife's farts. It is so rough. And it just, when you got a strong beer drunk and you're smelling cabbage farts all night,
That's awful.
It's
That's
pretty
amazing.
nauseating.
And I've smelled your wife's farts before, and they are
Different
at
level.
a biblical type. I mean, it's they move the earth.
She doesn't
yeah.
play.
No.
And then she did this just the other day. We were watching the World Cup. Sauerkraut. She loves sauerkraut. She got a mountain of sauerkraut at Greece and I was just watching her eat it, and that was turning my stomach. I was just like, "Bleh." It's so disgusting. And then she just got in the car and just like right away.
As soon as she got in the
Right
car.
away. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And she was so happy. She loves farting.
Okay, now you're turning
Just
my
She loves farting.
She really does. I've never seen anyone on planet Earth that loves farting and loves farts as much as she does.
That's
She
so
loves
funny.
everything about it. She loves the noise. She loves the feel.
Was
she loves the smell.
Was she
just loves
raised in a
farts.
very farty family? I mean, did they always find them funny?
No, oddly enough, her dad is very proper. Manuel is like, everything's very clean. It's so weird because she is like the opposite of him. Like he might shower. I wouldn't even put it. If he said 6 times a day, I wouldn't doubt it. He always is so fresh, so clean, so pressed. And he put her in charm school because he didn't know what to do with her when she was a kid, and she got kicked out.
She's rebelling against something there.
Maybe.
There's a deep-rooted something psychosis where she's rebelling against
Probably.
everything that he stands for.
Yeah.
And if he
Exact
hates
opposite.
farts and clean, then yeah,
Yep.
she's going to show him.
Kimberly in the chat room says, them talking about this makes me have to dookie.
It will. It's suggestive.
What a great word, dookie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of it. It happens. Got an email about getting people out of your home.
Yes.
It does. Yeah, it does
This
happen.
is fascinating that you can't kick somebody out of your house. If they come and they bring their stuff, you have to evict them, which is a process. It's asinine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's some crazy stuff. Yeah, somebody said today you guys were talking about people living in your house and how come they can just stay in your house because of the current laws. This has happened to me, and it was to a point where I did not really have money for court costs to remove them. So I found someone who was much bigger and scarier to come to my house and gently guide them outside with their stuff.
Wow.
Took 30 minutes and cost me half of what it would have to cost in the courts. Fast forward a number of years, and I am attending Connecticut School of Broadcasting. One of the assignments was to create a commercial from an existing company, but their services they provide would be different than the actual company. Attached is one of my projects, and it very much applies to what you guys are talking to today. I made it a couple years ago, and I still think a company that would remove humans like pests would be a great idea.
That is a funny idea.
Human removal is the name of the ad here.
Do you have a crazy ex that just won't leave? Is living with roommates no longer working out for you? Do you have grown children that don't act their age? Just want someone to get their stuff and go? Our great team at Hewlett's will safely remove your pesky human from your home with little to no harm to it. We guarantee to rid your home of the nuisance, even if they've found a loophole in the laws or legal systems. We will assist you while helping you file the correct legal documents to ensure the human can no longer return to your home. So if you have humans and need them removed once and for all, call Hewlett's at 1-800-YOU-JUST-GO. That's 1-800-858-7846.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, actually. Yeah.
Cute.
See people want to use that. Yeah.
I like how she's like, little or no harm done to the human.
Right.
So they may get roughed up a little.
Sometimes you just got to.
Amen.
Just got to do what you got to do. Yeah, Chris had sent an email and said, you talked about kicking somebody out of your house even if they stayed a night. My cousin lived with me for a while and didn't pay rent. I just tried helping him out. He was supposed to help around the house, and needless to say, he didn't and got fired from his job for being lazy. Oh. So I tried kicking him out, and he called the cops. I told him he hadn't ever paid rent, and I wanted him out. They said I'd have to go down and file eviction paperwork.
What?
I just said, remember this address because you're going to have to come back when I whip his ass. Luckily, he just got his crap and left. But, yeah, I could have been charged with threatening assault and battery. I was angry.
So when you go and get that eviction stuff, then that's how you actually do get them out?
Yeah, but it sounds like it's a process.
That's such bullshit,
It
man.
is such bullshit. If you're the person paying the rent or paying the mortgage,
Yeah.
you should be able to say on a day-to-day basis who gets to come and go from your house.
And shame on you if you're the person doing that and taking advantage of that system. Do you really go to bed at night thinking you're awesome? Because you're not.
You're a leech.
Yeah.
You're a freeloader.
I mean, you're just being an asshat.
You're embarrassing.
Yeah, I think some of them don't care, you know?
You're right. Some people just don't give a shit if
They
they
have
fuck
no
somebody
shame.
over.
They have no shame.
And in some sick way, they think it's owed to them in some weird way.
I've met people like that. In fact, some of them were used to be in my family.
It's entitlement. It's kind of like a disease. Like some people
It
just catch
is.
it, and then you're just like, how do you have the balls to think that just everything is about like, what can I do for you?
It goes back to that one chick at the airport. Her dog takes a dump at the airport, doesn't pick it up. Someone calls her out on it, and then she flicks that person off. That's like, are you shitting me?
She's got some balls.
Balls, baby.
Crazy. Twitter Mike sent an email to explain the whole thing that I really didn't get. It went over my head. The thing from Jeopardy with the category was celebrity possessives. And the question was Mission Impossible Stars' pleasure trip aboard a boat. So it wasn't the fact that they had a typo and it was apostrophe S in stars. The answer would be Tom's Cruise.
Oh, so it was a possessive. No.
Mission Impossible star, that'd be Tom Cruise. Pleasure trip aboard a boat. So, I don't know. Guess you had to see it. I didn't get it.
I zoned out mid-thought.
If I'm talking more than 5 seconds about apostrophe, something's gone gravely wrong.
Yeah. Not a lot of people on this show are watching Jeopardy.
I actually do watch a lot of Jeopardy, believe it or
Really?
not. Well, it goes Wheel of Fortune at 7, Jeopardy at 7:30, and I get so many of them wrong. But I do. There's something very peaceful and cozy about that block of programming. I don't know why. I always, even as a kid, I always said, if a nuclear war ever was to go down, I want it to go down during Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy because I feel safe.
Aww.
Okay, it's just kind of like been on your home forever.
Yeah,
So.
and I still watch it. I'm terrible at Jeopardy, but that doesn't fucking stop me because I rock that college shit. I don't really rock it, actually.
Got an email from Lala saying, hey, I just got to say the dirt of the day is what got me hooked on listening to you guys. It perfectly timed with my commute in the morning. It would actually help me get out of the door so I wouldn't miss it. I don't read magazines or pay attention to the news, tabloids, or gossip. So the dirt helps me know what people are talking about and keeps me in the loop without all the effort. Thanks for keeping it going despite all the hatred for it. Also...
Not a lot of people hate it. I mean,
No.
there's one guy that's very vocal.
I'm just kidding with you. I love the dirt.
Also, you should let people know that they can also listen to you guys on Spotify. That's how I listen daily.
Nice.
Even the Birds Weird and whatever podcast is on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Spotify.
Dennis was telling me that some of our listeners went from one platform over to Spotify because it was easier for them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe check that out as a good way to listen. Spotify. Yeah, we're trying to get, in fact, if there is a platform where you go that you think is great and we're not there, let us know because I know we're like on TuneIn Radio and Spotify and Podbean and the iOS podcast app.
Pornhub.
Impressive.
Only the videos with Chewy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take it easy. I'm noticing like a few zingers towards Chewy. That shit ain't gonna fly. I'm just letting you know.
Will you be mad if I come for your dog?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, you fucking witch. I will be. You are the wicked witch from fucking Wizard of Oz.
Oh, found the new hot button.
Kevin, I will fall apart. I won't even know how to argue.
Stop showing weakness.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired, and my weakness is oozing.
Yeah. I gotta go in here. Twitter Mike was on something that I gotta retweet.
Uh-oh.
Jaybird said, "Are we talking about a pet, a dog?" Kevin said, "No, it's something that gives you pleasure." Jaybird responds, "My dog gives me pleasure."
It sounds like I'm totally banging my dog, Chewy.
It really does.
You even said our pictures look like that. You're like, what's going on with you and your dog?
Y'all look a little too familiar.
Oh, we are very familiar. I love him.
See, got an email here from Evaristo. Says, when Vicious V is absent, just an idea for those days. It'd be fun if you guys changed up the Dirt of the Day theme with Kevin's name. Or we could put Jaybird in there and maybe you could take over.
That'd be an easy project to do.
Yeah, why not?
I wanted to change it to Hurt of the Day, and we hurt Jason instead.
And I'm still down for dessert of the day.
Gosh, now that would be fun.
I'm not kidding you. There was one time someone said, "Oh yeah, you're on that KVJ show. You guys do a cooking show, right?" They thought we were a cooking show because we talk about food so much, and they were being serious.
Next time I'm out, I can bring you 3 desserts.
What happened to your cooking shit?
Well, you need to ask Panda
Oh
because
boy.
I've got one in the can that's not edited yet.
Oh boy.
He started this new job and
Oh shit.
being all responsible and spending all his time working.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, never mind. Sorry, Panda.
Got this email from Jason. Said, Kev, FYI, tell Bird and V they can turn predictive text on for spelling and turn spell check off. I can't spell well either. Also, will you ask V where she took baby the rock for food allergy testing? And can we pay cash? My wife needs it. Mm-hmm.
I went to the nurse's name is escaping me. I loved her at Revitology, Revitalive. They do it there.
Nancy?
Why? No.
Trisha?
No.
Brenda?
It'll come to me in a second. But she's awesome, and she'll sit down with you and explain it to you because it's food sensitivity and it's food allergy, and you kind of need to know both because sensitivity just messes with your digestion, but allergy, and it's not just about food, it's about outside stuff too. It can tell you, like what medicines you should be taking or, go to your doctor and say, hey, look at this. What should you prescribe to me? Because if it's something that you're coming in contact with a lot, it could really be negatively affecting your life.
Okay. Yeah, those allergies, nothing to mess with.
And they can be food, they can be airborne,
Yeah.
they can be any of that. But these tests, they tell you everything.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you shame a woman on the plane going up to Buffalo who had cats?
I
on
did.
there?
Well, she sat next to Panda, and she had the fluffiest cat you've ever seen in this freaking cat carrier. And I was laughing at Panda because I was sitting on the other side of the aisle. He's allergic to cats. I'm allergic to cats. But I was sitting with Mags and Rocco.
Okay.
And then Rocco, who was in the middle seat, started having a meltdown. I want daddy. I want daddy. So me and Panda had to switch seats. And now I am fucking sitting next to the cat lady. And she starts petting this cat because the cat was nervous on takeoff and landing.
Okay.
So did the cat need an emotional animal?
The cat needed an emotional companion. So the lady opens up the cat carrier, puts the cat, the cat's still on the floor, but the cat's like in between her feet, and she's like furiously rubbing her cat. All this cat hair is going in the air, and you know me and cat hair. I'm like, oh my gosh. She's lucky I was not more cocktails in, or I'd have gotten more lippy.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I don't like to travel with the children hammered, but if I had been.
You don't like to travel with the children hammered?
I don't like
or
to
you
be-
don't like to travel where you're hammered or Who's hammered? You or the children?
Me. I don't
Oh, okay.
like to be the hammered mom at the airport.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
But if I would have been, I would have yelled at her about that cat hair.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a story that's going viral today. I don't know if you saw about that 15-year-old girl that was eating the Chips Ahoy cookies, and she had a peanut allergy. And she was at a friend's house, and they had some Chips Ahoy on the counter. She's like, "Oh, I love Chips Ahoy," and she grabbed it, and she had a peanut allergy, and her throat started closing up because she didn't realize it was one that had Reese's peanut butter cups and chips in it.
That's the good
No.
Yeah, she went home, and they gave her a couple EpiPen shots, and she went into anaphylactic shock and stopped breathing and died.
She
died?
Yeah, because of it. Her mom has been on social media, just...
Even with the EpiPen, she died?
Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, still died. It was 90 minutes after eating the cookies she passed away. Yeah, that's that'll let you know. Like if you don't know a lot about peanut allergies, I mean that's legit. Those peanut allergies are legit, which that'd be horrifying if you had one.
And she got the EpiPen, and it still took her out.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, she was at the friend's house. She went right home. She's like, "Oh my gosh, like my throat is feeling it's closing," and they gave her 2 EpiPen things, but it wasn't enough, or it was too late, or whatever.
What a bizarre condition. What is it in peanuts that fuck people up so much? You know what I mean? It's just so such a
It's
weird,
a peanut. It's a benign.
It's crazy how that.
And it's weird because, from what I understand, it's relatively a new phenomenon, like in humanity. Like you go back 200 years ago, and there weren't peanut allergies.
I wonder why that is.
It's something that's happened to us recently. And yeah, I mean, think about that. If you had that, every little thing you put in your mouth, I would look over so many times. I mean, I'm already careful with what I eat. I can't imagine if I had a peanut allergy.
You really can't ever
I'd probably never eat.
go out because you can't trust people.
Yeah.
People make mistakes all the time.
Weird things like that happen. A friend of mine, their son, he has it, and their whole life, and they've said, a couple times, there's been that thing where I think it was maybe there was one sauce or something like that. I can't remember if it was mole or something different, but there was something, and they had no idea it somehow had peanut in it, and immediately his throat. Yeah, it's crazy. Or if you touch them, like you'll immediately start blistering and swelling up.
I would rather have it than see one of my children have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, well, it'd be horrifying
Could
as
you
a parent.
imagine you're a parent?
Yeah.
Every day you're freaking out that your kid's going to die, like this kid with the cookie.
Well, and the tough thing for this mom, she was saying, I mean, my gosh, it looked like a regular bag of Chips Ahoy. And the Chips Ahoy people, they kind of fired back on social just saying, hey, look, I mean, if you look at it, it's a different color package. It's clearly different. Sure, it says Chips Ahoy and has a cookie on it, but we have the Reese's thing on there. And it's like, we just, what else are we going to do? I mean, it's tough for us that we don't, because I think they did that too to not show.
Right.
It's not that they wanted to be heartless, sympathetic, but at the same time, if they showed any kind of we probably could have done better, then
they have to protect themselves.
you open the door and show, and they stood their ground and said, look, we fully stand by our packaging.
I swear I get those same symptoms from water. My throat feels like it's closing up.
Yeah.
I feel nauseous.
It's a scary thing.
It's a bizarre phenomenon.
Scary, scary thing. So, let me see. Jason goes on to say, also, Kev, a few weeks ago, you were laying the Logan hammer pipe on the Queen while Cannon was in the next bed, and she said this needed to happen because of what you two were currently dealing with. What was it? Spill the beans. When you wanted it, she wouldn't give you the Queen Poontang, but maybe twice a year, not fair for you at all. Can't believe Bird or V didn't ask you this on air.
I mean, I've given up with your love life.
Wait, what's the question?
She said this needed to happen. If I had said that, basically what it was, I mean, she was, kind of hitting the mace, at one point she was, saying, hey, we got to get, the sex life going. I'm like going, fine. I'm like, trust me, I'm cool with that. But, we got a freaking, 10-year-old that still is in the bed. So we got to try to remedy that.
Come over here and have some of this Benadryl smoothie Mommy just made.
Or go mow the lawn while Dad goes mows the lawn.
Did you mow that lawn? Yes. I'll mow this lawn. Unfortunately, we got fake grass.
Damn it.
Every turn I take, there's always some kind of, foiled again.
Kim wears a merkin?
No. Her grass is Yeah, non-existent, I believe, but yeah. Just to give you that visual.
Thank you.
She's
welcome.
Baldy Rinaldi downstairs now?
I think so. Oh, no. No, you're right.
Are we talking 77 or 83?
I think she'll go back and forth. You never know what you're going to get.
Okay.
Yeah, you could go all the way from 70s to,
2001.
to linoleum to Bert and Ernie.
Like 2001, like landing strip.
Yeah.
Remember when the landing strip was popular?
Yeah.
Such a weird design.
It
When you
is.
think about it, like, why would that ever be?
Because,
It looks like a caterpillar is crawling out of your cooter.
it looks like my dad's mustache.
Yeah, right. It's weird. Yeah, why would anybody like going, oh, yeah, it's turning me on?
And then, someone writes an article saying, no, this is the sexy new thing. And then someone else picks up on it. And then everyone thinks, oh, I got to shave my pussy into a fucking mustache now.
Pussy peer pressure, they call it.
Oh, there's so much of it out there.
Eric sent an email, said I listen every day from Dallas, Texas. Out of curiosity, do you guys just cut everybody off on the phone whenever you're done using them in a segment? I noticed there's never a goodbye or thanks for calling in. Haha, I was just curious if each person just gets cut off the second you're ready to switch to the next person. Anyhow, thanks for doing what you guys do. Yeah, pretty much. Because part of it, we kind of like it's hopefully understood. Like you come in, you make your comment, then you bounce out, and we try to keep going seamlessly. Because one, you'd not believe how much time and how awkward it is to be like, okay, let's take time, say, okay, goodbye, no, you goodbye, and then it adds 15, 20 seconds to each call, and a lot of times it gets awkward, and then people listen, they going, yeah, okay.
Someone talks over somebody. I say, goodbye.
Right.
What'd you say? Goodbye.
And sometimes, too, this will happen. I can kind of sense where the person on the phone, they've got a different agenda. Like, they're like, we're talking about one thing, and then they're going, and then I'd just like to say that you guys, and it's like, okay, we're going to go down a path like we're not ready to go down.
My dad invented irons. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so you're just, kind of working that. It's like, we try to keep it kind of quick. It's kind of like if we were sitting in a room, you'd interject your comment, and then you kind of be quiet. So we kind of like try to make it seamless and keep it moving faster. So
Good question, though.
It is, absolutely, yeah. So we do that. It's, I'd say right now it's goodbye to everybody. It's not about being rude. We don't want to be rude, but it's just for the overall listening pleasure of everyone to make it more seamless. Got to Engineer Keith. He went to that SuperCon in Lauderdale. Met the dude from Luke Cage, Mike Coulter. Can see him there. He is a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's super big dude. Also met John Barrowman, who was in the DC set of shows on the CW. He's been on 2 episodes of The Flash. He was also on Doctor Who.
Nice.
That's cool. Watched The Flash a little bit. William Shatner was there, too, plus a bunch of wrestlers. And there were a bunch of toys, too. Just
I know.
bins and bins of toys. You can see that. Like all kinds of different action figures and stuff like that.
I wonder if they had any vintage Star Wars or G.I. Joes. That's what I'm really into right now.
Yeah, you might need to, next year, you might need to make sure you get to that Florida SuperCon.
Oh, man.
Just for that reason.
When me, Denny's, and Jen went up to Orlando to that one toy store, it was a pretty darn big store, just, for toys and figures and stuff. It was so much fun. It was great fun.
A lot of good stuff there.
Was it the best vintage toy shop you've been in? Like the biggest? And...
Well, it was just big. It was the biggest one I've been because they had like 9 or 10 different aisles there. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, it was.
They say that Walmart is considering rolling out a subscription-based video streaming service to take on Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. Walmart?
Yeah, okay. Good luck with their fucking service. You'll go to rent it, and then it doesn't come up for 3 days.
The retail giant is believed to be eyeing a price point below $8 for the service, which would make it cheaper than both Netflix and Prime Video. So they're known for their cheap prices, but yeah, the quality's going to be shit.
They can stick it.
It's unclear whether Walmart would create its own original content for the streaming video service or use existing movies and TV shows. I'd imagine the first thing they're going after is Smokey and the Bandit and the Dukes of Hazzard.
Ugh, I want to battle rap Walmart. That's how badly they piss me off.
Their prices are the best.
But they fucking know that, and they act like they're the hot chick in town, and they're not. They're broke down.
When you go in there, just expect to be on your own.
You
You are on your own.
Me and my dad literally had this conversation yesterday. How we said when you go into Walmart, you are on your own. Don't expect them to help you.
Don't even
expect them to be
ask.
nice to you.
Don't even ask them to help you because you're just going to be disappointed. If you can't handle the task
You're
on
right.
your own, don't go the F into Walmart.
You're right. You have to go in there and you have to mentally
Yes.
prepare, and it's not for everybody.
You will save like 30%, maybe even more on some items.
Me and my dad have a new rule. We never go to Walmart when we're both tired. We don't do it because
Can't deal with it.
it'll fucking ruin your day.
Also, you should never go when it's busy.
Oh, yeah.
Because then it's like 10 times worse. Now you're fighting with a bunch of trashy people and bad employees.
I mean, how many times do you not have the fucking key to the cologne box? Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
5 fucking times.
he only buys the best cologne. I'm going to put that in my making you over package. I'm going to get you some sweet ass new cologne. No Cool Water. I know you love Cool Water.
No, I don't. I like Nautica. Nautica's sport.
Hanukkah's older than Cool Water.
No, it's-
I'm going to get you some
What are you
current ass, like, good stuff.
What are you laughing at, Kevin?
There's nothing current.
That's not true. I love Nautica. I get a lot of compliments on Nautica from 16-year-olds.
You're basically putting on cougar attraction lotions.
Yeah.
I don't like some of that. There's some like that juniper
Cougar
shit.
bait.
Cougar bait. Yeah.
Everyone and their mother said juniper is the best cologne, and I hate or not. Is it
Juniper.
Maybe is it jupe? I don't know. Is it jupe? I can't
Jupe
find-
is Joop.
I think so.
Yoop.
Is that a newer cologne? Or is that
No,
old too?
I remember that from the
It's
90s.
old. Even the reference you think is going to be new.
And I
is
got a new one
old.
for you. It's 25 years old.
I'm gonna wear my new pants, my Z Cavaricis.
Yeah. Well, something from your era, Jerry Seinfeld was talking about his favorite moment from the TV show. He said it was the one where Newman catches on fire. I don't know if you've seen that. Lane had a sewing machine in the back of her car, and she was like, ooh, wide lanes, and she's kind of like weaving back and forth, and it makes the old school sewing machine, it was all metal, fall out of the car on the highway. Meanwhile, at the same time, Kramer is dumping some kind of like flammable liquid.
Toxic waste.
Yes, toxic waste, and it falls onto the roadway.
Yes.
And then Newman's in his mail truck, and he hits the sewing machine, which gets caught underneath his truck and is making all these sparks. And then he drives right over the toxic waste that Kramer had dropped on the road, and then his mail truck catches on fire, and he says, oh, the humanity. That was his favorite part.
That was really good.
I think mine was the one where Kramer fed the horses the beefarino, and then he was doing
Rusty!
those. He was doing those romantic carriage rides, and the horse had awful
Rusty!
gas from the beefarino.
My favorite is Serenity Now.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was good.
That was a good show.
It was
I
great.
haven't seen it forever though, and it's like I go back and I saw like Friends, which was out in the same era. I'm like, well, gosh, Friends is horrible. Like, and I haven't seen Seinfeld in forever. Well, I go back and be like, gosh, Seinfeld actually wasn't that good.
Friends does not hold up. I'm sorry.
It doesn't.
You
at
hate
all.
Friends.
I didn't get it then. I don't get it now.
I really was into Friends first season and a little bit of the second season. Like I'm like, oh, this show's the best ever. And then I stopped watching it. I go back now and see stuff, and I didn't see a lot of the other episodes. And I'm like, this show is horrible.
Do you guys ever watch Nick at Night, like the old ones from like the 50s and the 60s?
No,
No.
not too much. No,
I'm just gonna fuck
50s and 60s.
not too much there, Jupe.
fuck myself. I can't.
He just wanted to make sure his references were older than ours.
No, I think there is a cologne called Juniper.
Do you guys love this show? It's called Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, whatever. I think that one I was right on the first. I think it's Juniper. It's some new cutting edge cologne that everyone's like, oh, you got to try this cologne. It's great. And it's too, I don't know. It's like too brisk or too, not brisk, too
Musky?
Musk.
Okay, yeah, I got it right here. Juniper. It is Juniper women's eau de toilette spray.
It's chick spray.
Then that's not the right one.
If you're putting on perfume, you're not doing it right.
I got cedarwood and juniper cologne.
I don't fucking know. I can't remember.
Okay.
It's someone in the chat. Someone will know it or not.
Yeah, there you go. They do have it. Yeah, there's the cologne there.
It's like the new cutting edge one. All men must have, they say.
Well, actually, they're selling it as unisex.
I don't think my facts are right.
All men/women/transgenders.
I don't think that you should get a unisex cologne. You want something that smells like a man. It doesn't have to be strong, but it has to be sexy. I prefer light, actually.
I like light. I like light and showery.
Light, and if the color blue had a smell,
yes,
that's what I love.
Dog, that's not like a sport.
No.
You feel like you're...
I'm going to get you this stuff called Xenia. It's so good.
It sounds way too fancy.
I'm going to get you maybe some Creed.
Xenia sounds very judgmental.
It is. And so is Creed. Creed is the worst. Creed is the cologne that the royal family uses.
What's shittier, the cologne or the band?
The band. The cologne is not shitty. It's good.
Okay. Wear what the royals wear.
What do you wear? Can I smell you? May I approach the bench?
Your undercarriage?
Let me just smell you real quick.
Yeah, I go light.
Ooh, I like that shit.
Light. I don't put on too much, just enough that if you were, really close to me.
Oh man. Look at that, huh? I'll tell you, if I was the queen, I'd be throwing it all the time with you.
Yeah. Yeah, she just, it's what I do is she replenishes it. It's a nice little system.
It's very good.
Yeah, I think it's Clinique Happy for Men.
Okay.
I like that one too. Because I remember I got it in the mail and I had a bunch of little pipes of cologne.
Oh, the little samples?
Yeah.
I love those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what I have on right now. So it's Clinique Happy for Men.
Well, it's working for
Do
you.
you want me to get you the same as Kevin so you smell the same?
I kind of do.
So you just be like bosom buddies.
Would that bother you if we wore the same cologne?
Because we're happy.
It'd be so funny if Kim could send me a picture of Kevin's outfit each day before he goes out. We could dress you and have you smelling identical to him every place he goes.
That wouldn't bother you if I rocked the same cologne as you.
No, not at all. No, it wouldn't bother me.
We'll smell the same at Beer Fest.
Same outfit and
Same
cologne?
outfit, yeah. Then it starts to get weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love wearing the same outfit as a friend.
Right down to the shoes. He shows
Yeah.
up and he matches you.
Uh huh.
Oh, that would be fun.
I think it'd be hilarious.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm going to be out starting off. If you want beer, come and join me. I'm going to be at Brother Jimmy's at 6 o'clock tonight. Coming to have a little beer. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be at Copper Blues. And then we got the whole week of beer fun stuff coming up. So we'll see you a little bit later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.